All right, for cursive this week, we are doing hills and valleys. So these are letters that go up in a hill and down in valleys. So here's an example of going up over a hill and down, and here's a valley. All right, so the letters we're doing this week are N, M, V, Y, X, and Z. All right, so our first one's going to be an N. This teaches you really how the hills work. So what you're doing at a slanted line, you're starting at the base, going up to that middle dotted line, going over your first hill and down to the bottom. Then you trace over that line again and make your second hilltop down, and then you'll go into your next letter. So it's kind of like two side-by-side hills right next to each other with one line in between. All right, the letter M is the same way, but it has one more hilltop in it. So you start at the base, go up to the dotted line, go over the hilltop, back down, up over the second hilltop and back down, and then up and over a third hilltop and then back down. So remember the N has two, so it looks kind of like an M, but the M has one more. So it kind of looks like an M with one more hilltop. So your M, just remember, has three hilltops when you're writing it in cursive. All right, the next letter is a V. Now, it kind of looks like a U, but if you remember, our U looks like that. It was the straight up lines that we just traced back over. This one has a hilltop in it. So you start at the base, you go up with a hill, and then you go into a valley, just like that. So the V actually has a hilltop and a valley in it. You'll go up and over and back around like that. So it goes up over the hilltop, down to the valley, back up, and then we'll connect to the next letter up above. It has that bridge connector. Remember those bridge connectors that some of our letters have? So over the hill, down in the valley, up, and then connects to the next letter. All right, your next letter is a Y. That one also has a hilltop and a valley. So you're going to start at the baseline, go up into your first hilltop. It's a nice skinny hilltop, and then it goes into a valley, and then it goes back up just like the V, but this time it goes all the way back down. You trace it back down all the way into the ground, and then you bump out your circle in the front. So the Y is a little bit tricky. If you've practiced your V's, it'll be a little bit easier, and then come back down. And remember, I do my loops in the front a little bit bigger than the book does. So you're welcome to do it like that, or you can do it like the book does if you'd like. Whoops. So up in the valley, just like that. Okay, that's your Y. The next one is the X. So this one does the hill and then a valley that'll connect into your next letter. So it starts at the base, goes up into the hilltop, into the valley, and then it'll go into the next letter, whatever that is. But this time you're going to draw a line through the X. Whoops. Sorry. I'm not sure why it's moving it. All right, so it'll draw a line. Let me try it down here. So up in the hill, valley, and then draw the line for the X. Hill, valley, X. Hill, valley, X. And I think that X motion is what's making the screen undo. There we go. All right, that's your X. And then your last letter with the hills and valleys is the Z, which doesn't look anything like a real Z when you're printing. So the Z has lots of motions. You're going to want lots of practice with this. It goes up into a nice rounded hill, comes back down like this. Then it has a little tiny hill down at the bottom, and then goes underground with a loop in the front to connect to the next letter. So I'll do that over here so you can see. It goes up to the side, a nice rounded hill, stops at the baseline, does another little hill, and then goes down with a loop in the front. Okay? So this is one that just takes practice. Okay, go slow, trace over your picture as many times as you need to. For some reason, it's having a hard time letting me write on there. Whoops, I messed that one up. And that one. There you go. Okay, so take your time. You can follow the directions in the book or watch the video however you